I'm here with Charlie Zelenoff. Thank you for taking the time to be with us today, Charlie.
No problem. The champ is here.
Now, Charlie, you just got your 205th win against a karate black belt. Now, that fight was over very quickly, one punch. You want to elaborate on that a little bit?
One hitter quitter, man. With that kind of power, what's the surprise? Man, I'm the best. 7 hours. I was looking for opponents, and a lot of cats recognized me. A lot of people knew me. I posted after I knocked that karate black belt out, TKO'd him. Man, you saw I snapped his head back. Literally snapped his neck. It was a vicious punch. I mean, it was just the dude he didn't want no more. And some crazy troll posted the full fight. What's the full fight? Is him taking his gloves off and saying that he doesn't want it anymore, that he wanted a warm up or something. I embarrassed him when I hit him in the face, and he embarrassed himself by saying that he wanted a warm up. I mean, come on, dog. Warm up, man? Are you serious, man?
Mm.
For real, man. Charlie Zelenoff, the greatest, man. Number one pound for pound, 205 and now 205 try, 205 fail. 206 is going to fail. 306 is going to fail. 406, 500, 600. They're all going to fail. Nobody's ever going to beat me, man. Too fast, too strong, man. Indestructible, man.
Say he won.
Say he won. Huh? Say
He won.
You won. Yeah.
Okay, he won. Okay, that's it. That's it.
Oh, now, Charlie, we've had you on the air several times now, and we've talked about things like your career as a boxer, your best fights, where you see yourself in the future, and so on and so forth. But I don't think that we've yet talked about how you got started in boxing. Now, for many fighters, there's often something like early on in their life that sparked their interest in the sport of boxing. What was that for you? Was it like somebody that you saw? When did this boxing craze take place?
Well, I mean, originally I was a basketball player, but basketball was never my passion. It was just something I did for fun. But in boxing, it's my power. Even as a kid, I had so much power. You see, now you see the prime Zelenoff. Now I'm knocking everyone's head off.
I won. That's a DQ. You fucking pushed me down.
Beating world-class fighters. But you're talking about the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did see, at that time I was a kid, I didn't know that the mainstream boxing is rigged, and I did see some fights of Tyson, and I would destroy Mike Tyson. And not just him, others,
Mm-hmm.
Other clown TV boxers.
So you saw them on TV.
I was not impressed. But I always knew that even as a kid, I always knew that I had the potential to be better than these guys.
Mm-hmm.
While watching it, I was afraid to say it because I don't want to be criticized. But then one day, I had to say it, and I said it, and then I showed it.
Mm-hmm.
And look at me now. 205 and now. 164 knockouts, undefeated, unblemished, the best record in the history of boxing. Hundreds of videos on YouTube, all over the internet, Vimeo, everywhere.
No.
Instagram, all the replays of me knocking people out. Look at me now. Now that I said it, I let the world know who I was.
Yeah, I'm the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Yeah. Me and Jesus Christ are identical.
Jesus Christ.
They had to see it to believe it, man.
And now, Charlie, for boxers that may be listening in right now, how do you go from being a good boxer to being the best pound-for-pound boxer in the world?
Well, if you saw my fight against Carlos Vasquez, or against Akeem Akinbo, how, switching stances from orthodox to southpaw, hitting it from different angles, with the right jab, the left jab, confusing him. He had no idea what was going to hit him, and he was just, but credit to Akeem. And then, and then against Carlos Vasquez, 6'8", Army boxer, hit him with 6 times in 1 second. I mean, that's what going back into earlier, what I said. I knew I had that I was gonna, when I was gonna hit my prime or close to my prime, I was gonna become this great of a fighter, of a boxer. I knew it.
Busted!
And then I showed it. So, and your question was, how did I become such a lethal fighter, or what was the original
Yeah, the
question?
best pound for pound boxer in the world. Like, let's. Uh,
Oh, how did I? What steps did I take to get there?
yeah, like, what would your recommendation be for like, up and coming fighters today, like to become,
Well,
the best
the
pound for
first
pound boxer out there?
recommendation is turn off HBO boxing. Stop watching that crap. They are not good fighters. You're not going to learn anything from them. The way they train, the way they quote unquote fight, they're not good fighters. I've beaten a lot of them. They're not. And from experience, the trainers they have, Cassius Green, Tiger. First step I did, I fired BoxRec.com trainers. Tiger. As soon as I fired him, come on. I mean, we're all witness to this. As soon as I fired Tiger, I went from being a good fighter to the best fighter in the world and the best to ever lace him up. Because he would limit me. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. As soon as I got Cassius Green, Cassius Green, another guy that worked with Muhammad Ali, Ray Robinson, and then he was working with the actual GOAT, Charlie Z. But I never really took his advice because I realized, that he's full of it, and that's it. And when I realized that, then I went down to Vegas and I knocked out Mayweather Senior, and that's it. No more Cassius Green. No more, I don't need these people. They don't know what the they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Self-trained, self-taught, self-made. Charlie Z, pound for pound, baby. That's it. And the number one thing is God given. I mean, I can't just I trained some kids before. I trained some young teenagers how to throw hands and everything like that. I did that, yeah. But I can't literally what I did to Vasquez, 6 power punches in a split second. That's like Inhuman. That's like some type of that you do in a video game, man. I can't just take you to the gym and be like, come on, man, I'm gonna teach you how to throw 6 punches in 1 second. You can't. Nobody can do that besides me, man. Come on, man, I'm gonna teach you how to throw 6 punches in 1 second. Come on. Mm-hmm. I can definitely get an ordinary dude and turn him into a very good fighter. But 6 punches in a second, like 10 jabs in a split, I can't. In a second, I can't teach that. That can't be taught. Mm-hmm. One hitter quitter versus a black belt. One hitter quitter versus Wilder. No. To outbox a 300-pound boxer like Derek the Giant. You can't teach that, man. To beat somebody that weighs that much more than you, you can't teach that kind of stuff, man. You know what I mean? It's like you either have it or you don't. Thank God I have it. A lot of people don't, and a lot of fighters do have. They have talent, but the talent that I'm talking about, we're talking like supernatural talent here, man. 6 power punches in 1 second, man. It's on video. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And to all the delusional haters that are going to say that, oh, but he had a body shield. Hey, I went back to Vegas and I did it again. I dropped a military boxer with the Killer 6. Actually, this time I even hit him in the head. He did not have a body shield, and he dropped. See, that's what I'm saying. You can't teach that kind of stuff. It's like, the speed and the power. I have it naturally, and I like I said, I train. I train it and I put it to use. I go to gyms every month and I beat up world class fighters like Rudy Gonzalez, Anthony Thompson, and there you go. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough. Now, Charlie, let's talk about your training a little bit. You are 205-0. We both know that boxing is a very grueling physical sport. How do you train for your matches? What is it that you do training wise, that contributed to you being 205-0?
Well, the hit and the bob, obviously. The bob is for accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when you see me throwing on the bob, when I throw body shots, I throw rapid power shots in the body that are vicious. If I hit somebody like that in sternum, then it's not gonna look good. It's not gonna look good for them. It could be fatal. It's very dangerous to hit somebody that hard in sternum. But I hit Deontay Wilder with some hard body shots. Hit him with an even harder headshot. But the bob is for accuracy because it look like it looks like a person. You can aim in the jaw and the temple. That's why whenever I fight, like I connect like those targets. The jaw, the temple.
Mm-hmm.
The nose. The cheekbone. Good places that, especially the jaw and the temple. Though the temple, their equilibrium. Automatically. The jaw. Boom.
Now I know that most of your fights are filmed. Are there any fights that weren't filmed? That we don't know about. I remember you saying in the past, that you were actually locked up for a couple fights at one point.
Oh man, that was brutality, man. That was 245A charge, felony. I was convicted of a felony. I brutally slaughtered 2 men in the same day. And really, it was, arguments that, I got angry and took them out.
So now these were
execution
like
style,
street,
both of them.
so like these were like street fights.
Win number 25 and number 26, man.
Hmm.
Yeah, everything counts on the record and on the ground, but I don't do that anymore, man. As you can see, my last, God knows how many fights, everything's been with gloves. So. But that slaughtered
So now
2 guys.
So now you were.
I went to jail, and got 6 months, and I did 70 days. So what do you want to ask?
So now, like, you did go to jail for that. What was it like in there?
Oh man, Southsiders respected me, and they were asking me to teach them, boxing moves and all that. Almost everybody, pretty much everybody knew me. The guards, the cops, the lieutenant even offered me coffee, and he was playing my fight with Mayweather Senior. How I was knocking out Mayweather Senior. I mean, hey, I got the celebrity treatment, man. I really did. But let me tell you, and it was still horrible. I mean, there's no women in jail. There's nothing that you. I mean, if I knock somebody out, I'm come on. I was incarcerated for deadly weapons in my hands. Assault with deadly weapon was my charge. I assaulted 2 guys with my hands, and you can't really box. You can't box in jail. Maybe in prison you can, but still, you don't want to be in there. There's no women, and you can't do anything there. It's boring. The food's nasty, and
So
treat you like shit. And it's just terrible. It's a living hell, and when I was incarcerated in one cell, I couldn't drink water for 2 days, and I didn't eat 15 days because a lot of the inmates, they knew me. Some of them, a lot of them were actually haters. I'm pretty sure they put some in my food, like poison, because they kept coming up to my cell and they're like, "Yo, champ, eat this, man, eat this. Come on, don't you want to try this, man?" And over and over, they came up and told me to. I mean, come on, that's suspicious. You know, if somebody comes up and asks you to eat something like 5 or 6 times,
Right.
and I'm good, man. I'm like, I'll pass. And for days they kept telling me to eat that same whatever nasty shit they had, and because of that, I 15 days no food in my system, 2 days, 48 hours, no water in my system, and these people were just me off so bad that I punched a bulletproof door that literally broke. Like, it went forward, backwards, and forward, and finally they transferred me to a different pod, different cell, everything. And over there, I met some fans, some friends, you know, some new supporters that I'm sure that are subscribed to my channel right now and everything like that. But you know, when I hit that door, man, these people they were terrified. They started calling the intercom. They were like, "My God, like, do you understand it? 15 days I didn't eat, and I didn't drink any water, and I still had the power that you see today on YouTube, knocking people out, TKOing people. Still had the power."
You know, what did you do, like, once you got out? Like, did you go right back to fighting, or did you take a little break, or what?
Man, may have taken like a month or something, a month or two, but yeah, I mean, brutally destroyed a longtime enemy, an MMA fighter, trained MMA fighter, Jason Rubisky, that I had beef with. There's a video, some British chick trying to separate us at the same gym where I knocked out Deontay Wilder at. And you know, Jason, he went on some hater radio and he talked a lot of smack. And hey, man, it's actually such an underrated win, and I think it should be talked about a lot more because of the beef. You see, it was the fight we had a street fight, and he used his MMA. He's a grappler, you know. He used to train with that. All the Gracie brothers and all them. I beat somebody. My 200th win was against the Gracie, a member of Team Gracie, that George Zakarian. But I'm saying I would annihilate all the Gracies because they're ground fighters. Come on, what the hell would they do in a boxing match? They don't know how to box. So Jason, you know, was a part of them. Of course, you know, as much as I hate him, he's better than any boxer I clown. I mean, nowadays. Therefore, it was a great moral victory. It was just, you know, how the fight. Basically, what happened was I rode up to his gym, and yeah, you know, he tried to tackle me and all that. Right away, he went for the shot. That's what they call it in MMA. And I started punching him in the head over and over, once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. I just annihilated him, and I dropped him. And then we both fell down, and then he tried to elbow me, and he literally hit my elbow with his elbow or something. Like, and then we just got separated. I mean, it doesn't matter if he, let's say he landed that elbow. He got punched 6 times in the head. He lost that fight. He could have landed 5 elbows. He still lost that fight because I landed 6 punches. But he didn't land nothing, man. It was an annihilation. Then I got in the car, and this idiot even spit at the car because he was so pissed that he got kicked in front of his entire team, Fortune's gym. And another guy I want to annihilate, I hope he's listening, Justin Fortune, a retired heavyweight boxer from BoxRec. Man, I want to break that guy's face. I hope I run into him one day, man. Can't stand the dude, man.
Oh, why is that?
Because he would always give me attitude every time I'd come in the gym and train. I'd crush that guy, man. He fought Lennox Lewis, man. Well, who the was Lennox Lewis, man? I beat Derek the Giant. Derek the Giant would annihilate Lennox Lewis, man. Justin Fortune, he's the owner of the gym where I beat up Jason Rubisky outside of that gym. Justin Fortune, he's horrible. He sucks. He's old. He's slow. I'm young. I'm fast. I'm in my prime. literally decimate that guy. And see, the thing is that their gym is an enemy gym. If I go there, they're just gonna jump me. And I went there. I literally went there because Jason, it was just like, come on, I gotta knock this guy out. I didn't knock him out cold, but I beat the crap out of him. I gotta beat him. You know, I gotta do it because this beef has been going on for a long time. It was like some, you know.
So do you see that fight happening?
Yeah, what's up?
Wait, do you see that fight happening like sometime in the near future?
Who?
With either Jason or
the owner?
Yeah.
The owner?
Uh-huh.
Oh man, I think I challenged that clown through like Facebook or something. I don't know. I think I talked. No, or when I was there. No, he didn't want none, man. Trust me. After what I've been doing in 2016, the 72 wins 1 year. After I'm sure he's seen me punch Deontay Wilder. Come on. That was such a long time ago. That was actually the year I beat Derek the Giant. And I'm sure when he's seen me beat Derek the Giant, Justin Fortune doesn't. He don't want none. And if he does, he'll get knocked out. He's horrible, man. I've seen him training up at the Wild Card with Freddie Roach and all them delusional guys that think they know boxing and they don't.
Mm-hmm. Now I know a question that a lot of people are asking is, you recently got your 205th win. Are there any plans on your 206th fight or?
Well, I mean, I plan, like I said, right now I'm just enjoying 205 and 204 and 203 and all of them, especially 205, one-hitter quitter. I love the one-hitter quitter wins, man. It's like throwing thousands of punches in training, and it only took me one to win the fight. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying about the prolonged rounds. It's just not. It's not these mainstream boxing clowns. What rounds? At most, few punches. At most, a minute or two. 3 minutes. When I beat Leo, I carried him and I just outboxed him, took him to school. Schooled him. And, but yeah, I mean, come on, man. I fight every month. I really do want to take a break. But, there's a very good chance I'm going to be going to Ukraine to, like I said, there's a lot of beautiful girls. And, yeah, I mean, I might just find a new girlfriend out there, or I might even do something that I didn't see myself doing. And that's getting back with my ex-wife, Daria. And even though she has somebody else, but that somebody else will run away as soon as he finds out that I'm in town. And it's the thing is, I'm going back there not for her this time, but yeah. But if I'm in Ukraine, like no matter what, or even if I'm in LA, but if I'm in Ukraine, oh, you bet, man. You watch my fights in Ukraine, my bare knuckle fights, my ring fights, man. I've scored some of my greatest wins over there, man. It's a lot easier to get fights there. People are a lot more combat oriented over there than here.
Bam! Bam! Knock this bitch ass out, man.
And you bet, in a ring, get some heavyweight boxer. Who's better than Deontay Wilder? Put him to sleep. Put it on Charlie Z #1 P4P channel, man. That would be nice, man. That would be something, man.
So
I love to fight overseas, man.
So there is a potential to see your 206th fight over there in Ukraine.
Yeah, and a possible get back together with the ex-wife. So, but yeah, I don't know about that because I divorced her for a reason. But I don't know. Look, I can't predict what's gonna happen with my love life, man. My love life's been like a roller coaster, man. I had this Armenian girl, but me and her are arguing right now, and that's the only reason why I mentioned her, because the ex-wife, because I don't know, we'll see. I've been married once. I'm the goat. I'm the champ. I'm the best fighter. I'm definitely gonna find the one before the year ends, and eventually I'll do it. So
All right. Well, we definitely look forward to seeing your next fight. And just in case we have any new listeners, where can people find your fights, Charlie?
Charlie's the #1 P4P channel on YouTube. Hey, unblemished. 205 track, 205 failed. 206, I don't know when it's going to be, man. I want so many fights that I could take the year off, enjoy Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, and just come back in January. And I was thinking, like, just start the new year with a bang. But, I got an even better idea. How about end this year with a bang and start 2018 with a bang? Now, that's the best idea. So there you go. Charlie Z, #1 P4P. That's where you find my fights, man.
All right, Charlie. Well, again, thank you for being here with us today, and we will touch base with you here probably after 206. Okay.
No problem. Always got time for the fans, man. Charlie Zelenoff, the greatest. Peace.
Hey, what happened?
Busted!
And the truth shall set you free.
I'm killing my dad.